Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to ABC Trainings. Thank you for joining today's webinar. Today we will explore the Power BI required for data analyst. This session is for student and aspiring data analyst who want to understand why Power BI is so important in the data analytics field and how it helps convert raw data into meaningful business decisions. So let's begin. So, let me quickly walk you through today's agenda. First, we will understand what Power BI is in very simple terms. Then, we will discuss why Power BI is important for data analysts, especially from a job and industry perspective. After that, we will cover why Power BI is important for data analyst, then Power BI architecture, then key components of Power BI, data analyst specific Power BI skills, then real life use cases, and career and ATS relevance. So let's see what is Power BI. Power BI is a business intelligence tool developed by Microsoft that helps organizations make sense of their data. In simple terms, Power BI turns raw, messy data into clear, visual, and actionable insights that business users can easily understand. As a data analyst, you often work with data coming from Excel files, databases, or cloud systems. Power BI allows you to connect to all these data sources, analyze the data, and then present the data result in the form of interactive dashboards and reports. So instead of looking at thousands of rows in Excel, decision makers can simply look at charts, KPIs, and visual and immediately understand. So what is happening, why it is happening, what action should be taken. So for example, in a sales report, Power BI can show monthly revenue trends, top selling products, and regional performance. Then second one is in an HR attendance dashboard. It can highlight late logins and employee working patterns. Then in a finance KPI dashboard, it can track profit, expenses, budget versus actual and financial health in real time. So Power BI helps convert data into decisions. That's why it has become one of the most important tools for data analysts in today's job market. Then why Power BI for data analyst? Now let's understand why Power BI is so important for data analysts and why almost every company expects this skill today. First, Power BI can handle large data sets easily. As a data analyst, you rarely work with small data. You deal with thousands or even millions of records, sales, transaction, customer data logs, or financial data. So, Power BI is designed to process this data efficiently and still deliver fast performance. Second, it has very strong data visualization capabilities. Power BI allows you to create interactive charts, KPIs, and dashboards where user can filter data, drill down, and explore insights on their own. This is important because business stakeholders don't want raw numbers, they want stories and insights. Then, third, Power BI connects with multiple data sources. In real organizations, data does not come from just one place. Power BI can connect to Excel and CSV files, then SQL databases, cloud platforms, web and APIs. This makes Power BI a central tool for combining data from different systems into a single dashboard. Finally, Power BI is used directly for decision making. Managers and leaders rely on Power BI dashboards to track performance, monitor KPIs, then identify problems early, make data driven decisions. So, this means the work you do as a data analyst has a real business impact. Now, coming to industry demand. Power BI is consistently listed as one of the top tools in data analyst job descriptions. So companies expect analysts to not only analyze data but also present insights clearly using Power BI dashboards. So if you are aiming for a data analyst role, Power BI is not optional anymore. It's core skill. Then now let's understand the architecture of Power BI, which means how data flows from source to dashboard. Power BI works in four main layers. First one is data source. Everything starts with data. Power BI can connect to multiple data sources such as Excel and CSV files, then SQL databases, cloud platforms, web and APIs. This is where you this is where your raw data lies. Then second one is Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop is the main development tool for data analysts. This is where we import data from different sources, clean and transport the data using Power Query, then create relationships between tables, write DX calculation, then design reports and visuals. Think of Power BI Desktop as a workspace where analysts build reports. Then third one is Power BI Service. It means cloud. Once the report is ready, we publish it to Power BI Service, which is Microsoft's cloud platform. In Power BI Service, reports are stored securely, dashboards are created, reports are shared with teams and stakeholders. Data can be refreshed automatically. This is how reports reach business users and decision makers. Then fourth one is a Power BI mobile. Power BI also has a mobile app. This allows managers and executives to view dashboards on their phone or tablet, track KPIs anytime, anywhere, then make quick decisions on the go. So Power BI data flow. The complete flow looks like this: data, then transform, then model, then visualize, then share. So data connect to raw data sources, then transform, clean, and then visualize, create charts, KPIs, and dashboards. Then share, publish reports by cloud or mobile. So Power BI provides a complete end-to-end analytics solution from raw data to business decisions. The next one is Power BI components. Now let's understand the main component of Power BI and how each one is used in real projects. So Power BI is not just one tool, it's complete ecosystem made up of four key components. First one is a Power BI desktop for report creation. Power BI desktop is a free Windows application and it is the most important tool for data analysts. This is where analysts do most of their work. So connect to different data sources like Excel, SQL or cloud data. Then clean and transform data using Power Query. Then create data models and relationships. Then write DX calculations. Then design interactive reports and visuals. So whenever we see I built a Power BI report, it usually means we built it in a Power BI desktop. Then next is a Power BI service for publishing and sharing. Once the report is ready in desktop, it is published to Power BI service, which is Microsoft's cloud-based platform. In Power BI service, we can create dashboards from reports, share reports with teams and managers, controls accessing and security, schedule automatic data refresh. This is the platform business user interactive with to view reports. Then third one is a Power BI mobile app for view dashboards. So Power BI also provides a mobile application for Android and iOS. Using the mobile app, executives and managers can view dashboards on their phones. KPIs can be monitored anytime, anywhere. Then alerts can be received when values cross limits. This makes Power BI extremely useful for real time and on the go decision making. Then next one is a Power BI gateway for on-premise data connection. So many companies store data inside their local servers, not in the cloud. Power BI Gateway acts as a bridge between on-premise data sources like local SQL Server and Power BI service in the cloud. It allows Power BI service to securely refresh data without moving the database to the cloud. So next is a data sources in Power BI. Now let's talk about data sources in Power BI. Because every analysis starts with data, Power BI can connect to almost any type of data source used in real organization. So first one is a Excel. Excel is one of the most common data sources. Many companies store data in sales files, attendance sheets, financial reports. Power BI can directly connect to Excel and keep the data updated automatically instead of manual copy paste. Then second one is CSV and text files. CSV and text files are often used when data comes from application, exports from tools, logs or system data. So Power BI can easily import these files and convert them into structured tables. Then third one is SQL Server. Most enterprise level data is stored in SQL Server databases. Power BI can connect directly to SQL Server to fetch large values of data, run queries, refresh data automatically. This is must have skills for data analysts working in corporate environments. Then fourth one is a MySQL and PostgreSQL. Many companies use open source databases like MySQL and PostgreSQL. Power BI supports these databases, allowing analysts to combine database data and Excel or other file-based data into a single report. Then fifth one is a web APIs. Some data comes from web-based systems like online applications, cloud platforms, external services. So Power BI can connect to web APIs and pull live or scheduled data for analysis. Then sixth one is a SharePoint. In many organizations, files are stored on SharePoint or OneDrive. Power BI can connect directly to SharePoint folders and lists, making it easier to work with shared data, keep reports always updated, connecting and importing data. So, for a data analyst, one of the most important skills is a connecting to data correctly. It's not just about visuals, it's about choosing the right data source, importing clean data, then setting up refresh and connections properly. Because good analysis always start with a good data. So next one is a Power Query, ETL process. Now let's talk about Power Query, which is one of the most important features of Power BI for data analyst. In real life, data is never clean. It comes with duplicates, missing values, wrong formats, and multiple tables. So Power Query is used to clean, transform, and prepare this raw data before analysis. So data cleaning and transformation. Using Power Query, we can remove duplicate records to avoid incorrect analysis, del null or missing values either by replacing or removing them. Then change data types such as converting text to date or number formats. Rename columns and standardize data. Then filter unnecessary rows. This ensures the data is accurate, consistent, and ready for analysis. Then merge and append table. Most project data is split across tables. Power Query allows us to merge tables similar to SQL joins to combine related data, append tables to stack multiple datasets together. This is very useful when working with monthly files, multiple departments, or different systems. So, ETL concept in Power BI. Power Query follows the ETL process extract, which is extract, transform, and load. So, extract get data from Excel databases or other sources, then transform means clean and reshape data using Power Query. Then load the PPI for modeling and reporting. So before any DAX or visualization happens, Power Query does the heavy lifting. So Power Query is where 80% of real world data problems are solved. Strong Power Query skills make your reports more accurate, easier to maintain, faster to refresh. That's why data cleaning using Power Query is a must have skill for every data analyst. So, next is a data modeling in Power BI. Now, let's talk about data modeling, which is the backbone of any good Power BI report. Even if your visuals look good, poor data modeling can give wrong results. That's why data modeling is a critical for accuracy and performance. Creating relationships between tables. In real projects, data is stored in multiple tables. For example, sales data, customer data, product data. So Power BI allows us to create relationships between these tables so that data can interact correctly across visuals. Without proper relationships, number won't match and insights will be incorrect. So star schema. Power BI follows a star schema designed for best performance. In a star schema, one central fact table contains numerical data like sales, amount, or quantity. Multiple dimensions tables contain descriptive information like customer, product, or date. This structure improves report performance, simplifies DAX calculations, makes the model easier to understand. In fact and dimension tables, fact table stores measurable values, sales, revenue, cost. Then dimensions tables store descriptive attributes, customer name, region, product, category. Understanding this concept is essential for real world Power BI projects. Then cardinality, one to many. Cardinality defines how tables are connected. The most common and recommended relationship in Power BI is one to many. For example, one customer, many sales transaction, one product, many orders. Correct cardinality ensures accurate calculations, faster remote performance. Why data modeling is important? Good data modeling improves report performance, ensures accurate result, then makes dashboards scalable, reduces DAX complexity. So remember, great dashboard starts with a strong data models. Then next is the DAX data analysis expressions. Now let's talk about DAX, which stands for data analysis expressions. DAX is the formula language used in Power BI to perform calculations on data. If Power Query is used to clean data, then DAX is used to analyze data. Using DAX, we can create totals, averages, percentage, conditional logics, business KPIs. This makes DAX a very important skill for a data analyst. Measures versus calculated columns. In Power BI, DAX is mainly used in two ways. First, calculated columns. Calculated columns are calculated row by row. They are stored in the data model, used when logic is required at a row level. For example, creating a column to classify sales as a high or low. Second one is a measures. Measures are calculated on the fly. They depend on filters, slicers, and visuals, most commonly used in dashboards and reports. For example, total sales, average revenue, monthly growth. In real projects, measures are used much more than calculated columns. So common DAX functions are, let's look at some commonly used DAX function. First one is a sum, used to calculate total values such as total sales or total quantity. The next one is a average, used to calculate average salary or average order value. Then count, used to count rows or records such as number of orders or customers. Then calculate, one of the most powerful DAX function. It modifies calculations based on filters. Almost every advanced DAX formula use calculate. Then if used for conditional logic. For example, if sales are greater than target, show achieved, else not achieved. Why DAX is important for data analyst? DAX allows analysts to create business logic, build KPIs, answer real business questions, make dashboards dynamic and interactive. So without DAX, Power BI is a just visualization tool. With DAX, Power BI becomes a powerful analytics tool. So next one is visualizations in Power BI. Talk about visualization, which is what most business users actually see in a Power BI. The main goal of visualizations is easy and quick understanding of data for business users without them needing a bar chart. First one is a bar chart. Bar charts are used to compare values across categories. For example, sales by product, revenue by region, employees by department. They help business users quickly identify which category is performing better or worse. Then second one is a line chart. Line charts are mainly used to analyze trends over time. For example, monthly sales growth, yearly revenue trend, website traffic over months. They help answer questions like, is the business growing or declining? Then third one is a pie chart. Pie charts show proportions or percentages. For example, market share by product, sales contribution by category. They are best used when you want to show part to whole relationships. Then next one is a table and matrix. Tables and matrix usuals are used when users want to see exact numbers. Tables show detailed records. Matrix allows grouping and hierarchy like year, quarter, and month. These visuals are commonly used by finance and operations teams. The next one is the KPI cards. KPI cards display key numbers at a glance. For example, total sales, profit, growth percentage. They are usually placed at the top of dashboards so workers can quickly check performance. The next one is a slicers. Slicers are interactive filters. They allow users to filter data by date, select region, product, or department, customize what they want to see. This makes dashboards dynamic and user friendly. So, visualizations are not just about making dashboards look good, they are about telling a clear data story. A good Power BI dashboard helps business users understand insights in seconds, not minutes. Then next one is a dashboard versus report. Now let's understand an important difference in Power BI, dashboard versus report. Both are used for analysis, but they serve different purpose and audiences. What is report? A report is a created in Power BI desktop. Key feature of a report is it can have a multiple pages, then it contains detailed analysis, it allows deep exploration using filters, slicers and drill downs, used mainly by data analysts and business teams. For example, a sales report may include separate pages for overall sales, region-wise performance, product-wise analysis, monthly trends. So reports are used when users want to analyze data in detail. What is a dashboard? A dashboard is created in Power BI service, not in a desktop. Key features of a dashboard. It is a single page view. It shows high level KPIs built using usuals pinned from reports, then used by managers and decision makers. For example, a dashboard may show total sales, profit, growth percentage, top performing region. Are designed for quick decision making. So reports helps you analyze, dashboards help you decide. So next is now let's look at how Power BI is actually used in real organizations. Power BI dashboards are not created just for practice. They are used daily by companies to track performance and make decisions. So first one is a sales performance dashboard. In sales teams, Power BI is used to track total sales and revenue, monthly and yearly trends, top performing products and regions, then sales versus target. So managers can instantly see which regions are action is needed. Then second one is a HR attendance and attributions. HR departments use Power BI to analyze employees' attendance patterns, absence trends, then attribution and employees turnover, department wise performance, problems areas, and improve employee retention. Then third one is a finance profit and loss report. Finance teams use Power BI for profit and loss analysis, expense tracking, budget versus actual comparison, financial KPIs. Instead of static Excel files, Power BI provides interactive and real-time financial insights. Then fourth one is a operations and supply chain analysis. So operations teams use Power BI to monitor inventory levels, order fulfillment, delivery performance, then supplier efficiency. This helps organizations reduce delays, optimize inventory, and improve efficiency. So, Power BI turns data into actionable insights for better business decisions. That's why Power BI is used across industries and roles, and why data analysts with Power BI skills are in high demand. So, next one is skills map for data analyst. Now let's clearly understand the skill set a data analyst needs in Power BI. Power BI is not just about creating charts, it's a combination of technical skills and business thinking. So first one is a data cleaning. The first and most important skill in data cleaning. In real world projects, data is incomplete, inconsistent, and spread across multiple files. So using Power Query, a data analyst and append tables. This step ensures data quality, which directly impacts the accuracy of insights. Then second one is a SQL and Power BI. SQL and Power BI go hand in hand. A data analyst should be able to fetch data from SQL databases, write basic to intermediate SQL queries, combine SQL output with Power BI visuals. So SQL helps in handling large data sets, filtering data at the source, improving performance. So most companies expect analysts to know both SQL and Power BI together. Then third one is the DAX basics. DAX is used to create calculations and business logic, comfortable with measures, basic functions like sum, average, and count. Conditional logic using if, then filter based calculation. So DAX helps convert raw numbers into meaningful KPIs. Then fourth one is a dashboard design. Creating a dashboard is a not just technical, it's also visuals and analytics. A data analyst should know which visuals to use for which data, how to keep dashboards simple and clean, how to highlight key insights, then how to design dashboards for non-technical users. So a good dashboard should answer business questions within seconds. Then fifth one is a business understanding. This is the most important skills. A data analyst must understand what the business wants to measure, which KPIs matters, then how insights impact decisions. So Power BI is just a tool. Business understanding turns analysis into value. So if you master these five skills, Power Query, SQL, DAX, dashboard design, business thinking, you will be job ready as a data analyst with Power BI. So, as we come to the end of this webinar, let's quickly summarize the key takeaways. First, Power BI is must have skill for data analysts. It's no longer an optional tool. Companies expect analysts to know how to analyze, visualize, and present data using Power BI. Then second one, Power BI helps convert raw data into meaningful business insights. It bridges the gap between data and decision making by turning complex numbers into clear dashboards and actionable KPIs. And finally, there is a strong demand for Power BI skills in the job market. So Power BI is mentioned in the majority of data analyst job descriptions, and professional with Power BI projects on their resume stand out immediately. So thank you so much for attending this webinar.